As technology advances, one of the biggest problems that comes up is the use of that technology in the forms of entertainment. What I'm referring to here predominantly is deepfake, artificial intelligence, and AI art. How much of this is going to become a mainstay in not only film, but television, comics, animation, gaming, all of that stuff in the future. And the reality of it is it's here. It's here to stay and it's not going anywhere, but it is going to get more impressive as time goes on because Harrison Ford is actually like really kind of excited about this for Indiana Jones 5. He says here that that's my actual face. He's talking about old footage that Lucasfilm used as a way to scan him digitally for the de-aging process in the new Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. But let's find out more about this overall. So Lucasfilm has used artificial intelligence to de-age Harrison Ford for the new movie. The film, directed by James Mangold, is set in 1969 and features a scene set in 1944, requiring Ford to look the same age he was in the 1980s when he first played Indiana Jones. Actually, I think 1944 would have been 5 years after The Last Crusade. Harrison Ford was in his early 40s around that time, or mid 40s around that time. So yeah, you can kind of see what they're going for here. Anyway, to achieve this effect, Lucasfilm used AI to comb through decades old footage of Ford, including footage that never made it to theaters. Ford did talk about this on the Late Show with Stephen Colbert the other day, and he said that AI was able to mine the footage for information on lighting, expressions, and other details to create his de-age face. Lucasfilm's president Kathleen Kennedy has spoken on this, and she said that it was her hope for the audience to simply enjoy the movie without thinking about the technology used to de-age Ford. That's impossible at this point because you're not going to be able to watch Harrison Ford when he goes on the press tour for this movie, him being at the age of 80 years old. He's still doing stuff with like Paramount TV or Paramount Plus. He's working out with Marvel for Thunderbolts. I mean, he's still very active at the age of 80, but there's no way you're not going to be able to look at that and go, dude, he is clearly been de-aged using technology. Obviously, this is something that's going to be on everybody's mind. Very similarly to how when The Mandalorian came out, the volume technology was such an interesting selling point that was absolutely a big factor in the show's aesthetic and something that a lot of other people outside of Lucasfilm have tried to replicate, some with some good usage like The Batman and some with some bad usage like Thor Love and Thunder. But when it comes to the deepfake technology, Lucasfilm has very much had their fingers on the pulse of where things are, because back in 2021, following the release of The Mandalorian Season 2 finale showcasing Luke Skywalker in what was not the greatest deepfake back then, let's be fair, that was not very good. There was a YouTuber by the name of Shamook. Shamook took that scene, reworked it, put up a much better, highly detailed version of that scene on YouTube, and it garnered so much success and so much attention that they hired him. Lucasfilm reached out and they hired him, stating that they were always on the lookout for talented artists. And he just did that. He did the fix in just 4 days. So remember the Book of Boba Fett when we got to chapter 5, the Return of the Mandalorian, and we got to see the new deep-faked Luke Skywalker. It looked a million times better than what they had just done a year prior with that finale for The Mandalorian Season 2. The technology is there. The technology is absolutely working that direction. And with the usage and the advancements of AI art and soon to be AI video, text prompts, as well as having a deep repository of these characters, of these actors, of footage from them when they're younger, it's only going to get crazier. I mean, just recently, James Earl Jones licensed his voice, sold his voice rights to Lucasfilm so they can use artificial intelligence to digitally create Darth Vader's voice in perpetuity till the end of time. This is where things are going, and it's wildly, wildly fascinating. And I'm curious to know your thoughts on this. Good, bad, or the other. Where do you stand? Let me know. I want to hear them. And also check back tonight, Hollywood After Dark. We'll be talking about this a bit more. I'm absolutely positive of it. But until then, leave a like, leave a comment. I'll talk to you guys later, and peace out.